Once upon a time, in a land far to the north of Europe, there lived a tribe known as the Germanic people. These people were fierce warriors and hunters, living off the land and its natural resources. They were known for their strong spirit and resilience, which enabled them to survive in harsh environments. As the centuries passed, the Germanic people grew and expanded their territory. They migrated from their homeland to the south, settling in present-day Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. They established kingdoms and fiefdoms, each with its own rulers and traditions. In the 10th century, the Holy Roman Empire was established, with Germanic rulers at its helm. This empire was a loose confederation of kingdoms and territories, bound together by a common religion, culture, and language. The Holy Roman Empire lasted for almost a millennium, until its dissolution in 1806. During this time, Germany experienced periods of great prosperity and cultural advancement. The Renaissance and Enlightenment movements had a significant impact on German culture, inspiring a new wave of artists, writers, and thinkers. The printing press was invented in Germany in the 15th century, which helped spread knowledge and ideas throughout Europe. In the late 19th century, Germany was transformed by industrialization. The country became a leading economic power, with a booming manufacturing industry and a vast network of railways and canals. This era of prosperity was known as the Gründerzeit, or Founders' Time, and it saw the emergence of new urban centers such as Berlin, Hamburg, and Munich. However, Germany's newfound wealth and power also led to increased militarism and nationalism. In 1871, the German Empire was established, with Prussia as its dominant state. The Kaiser, or Emperor, became the supreme ruler of Germany, and the country embarked on a policy of aggressive expansionism. This policy led to World War I, which saw Germany pitted against the Allied powers. The war was brutal and devastating, resulting in the deaths of millions of soldiers and civilians. In the end, Germany was defeated, and the Treaty of Versailles was signed, which imposed severe economic and territorial sanctions on the country. The aftermath of World War I was a time of great hardship for Germany. The country was racked by inflation and political instability, and many Germans felt humiliated by their defeat. This sense of anger and frustration was exploited by the Nazi Party, which rose to power in the 1930s. Under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, the Nazis embarked on a policy of aggressive expansionism and racial supremacy. They sought to create a new order in Europe, where the German people would dominate all others. This policy led to the outbreak of World War II, which saw Germany pitted against the Allied powers once again. The war was even more devastating than the first, resulting in the deaths of tens of millions of soldiers and civilians. Germany was eventually defeated, and the country was divided into two separate states, the Federal Republic of Germany, West Germany, and the German Democratic Republic, East Germany. The post-war era was a time of rebuilding and reconciliation for Germany. The country was rebuilt with the help of the Marshall Plan, which provided financial assistance to European countries devastated by the war. The two Germanys began to rebuild their economies and societies, though the country remained divided for several decades. In 1989, the Berlin Wall, which had divided East and West Germany for almost 3 decades, was finally torn down. This event marked the beginning of a new era for Germany, as the country was reunited and became one of the most powerful and prosperous nations in Europe. Today, Germany is a thriving democracy and a leader in technology, innovation, and culture. Its capital, Berlin, is a symbol of the country. If you need more videos about history of world, then subscribe my channel for more videos.